We ate breakfast already and we're ready to roll. Today is September 12th. I am excited to go out and go elk hunting. We're gonna ride up to the top of the hill with the four-wheelers, and then he said we got just about a mile hike by foot, and then sit and wait for it to get light out and start listening for the bugles. So stay tuned, I'm excited. So anyway, we got everything on the four-wheelers and it was still pitch black out, and we started going up the hill and I was getting more excited. And it was about 3-4 miles up the mountains and just by four-wheeler alone. So finally we arrived where they wanted to stop and get off the four-wheelers. And we started going up the hill by foot, and it was about a mile by foot. I was thinking, wow, that ain't too bad. But until you actually start doing it, I found out real quick I was not in shape. I wasn't prepared for this. And thank goodness the leader, one of the guides, he was nice enough to stop and take breaks, because boy, by a certain point I was breathing heavy. You know, you got the bow and the backpacks on. And Scott running the camera, he had a backpack, very heavy backpack, and had the camera gear. And so until you do something like this, you don't know. I didn't even realize, boy, you go up and down them hills, it's a workout. So Rob and Alan went one way, and Nick, my guide, Nick and I and Scott running the camera, we went another way. So we get going and Nick's still calling, yeah, okay, there's a bull, you know, down in the ravine way down. So Nick got me set up, and Scott was right behind me, and then Nick put up this Montana decoy, the cow, and he was behind us about 10-15 yards, and he started calling. It's exciting. You're sitting there and they call right back. There's no greater thrill. The guide's sitting there, Nick, he's calling, and the elk bugles back and is talking. It's just back and forth. It's awesome. So anyway, there was a big elk way down in the ravine chasing some cows around. I think there's elk way over there. Oh yeah, I think it's a shooter. Well, they never would come our way. Nick tried to call them, and they went down into the ravine, and we lost them. So then finally Nick, I don't know, I suppose an hour and a half or so had passed, and Nick come down and said, wow, we'll go up, back up. And because he thought that the bull was heading a certain way, so he wanted us to pack up and start heading up, try to cut him off. So okay, we got everything ready, and we were following Nick, and about at the same time, Scott and Nick noticed that they thought was the herd bull. They said, there's the bull. So we hurry up and crouched down. He was just across the valley there, so it wasn't that far away. Thank goodness the elk and the cows didn't see us. So we got down, and I hurried up because Nick said he's not far. So Nick got the Montana decoy of the cow and was sitting there, and he was calling, and the elk would talk back. So Nick's like, I think he's coming. So I hurry, I'm getting an arrow knocked, and I'm getting excited, and I'm like, you know, trying to figure out where the bull's gonna come out. And well, then Nick lost them down in there, so he says, I think they're heading that way. And so he said, we need to get up further, up over, and he said, there's a trail where they come out a lot. So okay, packed our gear up again, and we proceeded to go that way. And you just don't really know what to expect. So Nick, he's done this a lot. He's a professional guide, so I was just trusting in my guide.
Still got some elk moving up along this ridge right here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna set you guys back up in here. They should come out right in here somewhere. I'll get back up in this oak brush over here and just call and see if we can draw them in.
Okay. He said there's 2 bulls and a whole bunch of cows over there, and they're coming this way. Boy, he's really talking back when Nick calls. Yeah, he's close. Man, I hope he comes out in this opening. Scott, there's a bull. He's coming, get ready. He's about 33 yards. I range find that bush. Just gotta wait for him to turn broadside. Okay, I'm gonna draw my bow. He just turned his head. You got him, Scott, on video. Okay, because I'm gonna shoot.
Good shot.
Good job bringing him in.
That was awesome.
Yes. Thanks, man. You did good.
I just took off my bag.
Yes.
And I was gonna try to sit down and I looked up, like, oh my god, it's right there. Oh my god, yes. That was an excellent shot. Excellent shot.
You did awesome calling him in. Thanks, man.
Ready to go see your
Yeah, yeah, I'm ready.
Walk down and see how good it is.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Nothing wrong with that. That's awesome. Wow. Check that out.
It's a beautiful bull.
Look at that. Yeah, it's a 5x5. That's awesome.
Nice bull. First elk.
Man, he's even got a little sticker on the top there. All right, here's my elk. This is my guide, Nick. I want to thank you, Nick, so much. Man, he did the call and just brought this bull right in. Scott and I over there, and Nick was beyond us calling. I could hear this guy just a bugling, just a real deep goggling. Boy, I was starting to get the shakes, and I was range finding a whole bunch of different stuff, trying to anticipate where he's going to come out at. And then he come out, and I knew it was beyond the 30-yard marker, and he wouldn't turn broadside, so I thought, well, just wait for him to give me a broadside shot. And then he started coming closer. Well, he turned his head and looked back this way. So that's when I figured, well, I'm going to draw my bow. So I drew my bow back, and I heard Scott whisper, he's coming. I was like, yeah, I know. I'm just going to let him keep coming in closer. And finally, he come in about, I don't know, it was probably around 20 yards, and he turned broadside, and I let the arrow fly. This is so awesome. And we got it going down on video. This is I couldn't ask for a better, quick, humane shot. And
yeah, excellent shot. Didn't go too far from us. Should be an easy pack out. Right up there's the ATV road, and get it packed to the top and down into the coolers and go after our mule deer now.
Man, I wanted to shake your hand. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. I'm glad I was able to get you this nice bull.
This is awesome. This is what I come here for. If you're looking for a good quality elk hunt, come here to Louisiana Purchase Ranch in Meeker, Colorado, and they'll get you on a bull. It's awesome. Anyway, the real fun began. I had to just carry the gear, but Rob and Nick and Scott and Alan all had to carry the legs, and Alan carried my horns, which they tried to get me to do it, and there was no way. It was way too heavy. But we packed out that elk at least a mile, and I tell you what, that was an experience in itself. That was so hard. I kept telling Scott, I am out of shape. It's an experience. If you've never experienced it, you gotta try it. So yeah, anyway, I shot my elk at 8:30 in the morning. We didn't get back until noon. So that tells you how long it took to actually pack out the elk. But it was fun, and I'd do it again in a heartbeat.